When I was a child, sometime around 4 or 5 years old, I would sit in my rocking chair at night and stare up at the stars. And it was during one of those evenings that I had an epiphany. And I suddenly realized that I was so lucky to have been born in this time and to these parents and in this place. Because of this, I had an obligation to live life to the fullest. And that has been a driving force of mine for my whole life. So I finally made the decision. A month ago, we found a 39-foot Allied mistress in Mississippi, and I am packing to move aboard. After paring down that luggage and saying goodbye to everyone, including my beautiful garden, I hopped a flight to Gulfport, Mississippi. Of course, there were countless things to do when I got to the boat, and with the heat index at 102, we just did what we needed to do while we waited out Hurricane Barry. We were in a snug place up that bayou, and we weren't going to leave it. Do my job.
Taking photos?
Yeah. Video. Okay, guys, we're on our way. We just let go of the lines, and we are on our way down Ocean Springs Bayou here, following our tracks out of here. And it is July 15th at 10 o'clock. We'll call it 10. So I'm feeling a little bit nervous right now, butterflies, because it's finally happening. I guess we've had so much on our plate to get ready. I haven't really let it sink in yet, but this has been a long time coming, so I'm really, really excited. And I'm glad Hayden's still here to enjoy it before he goes home, because he's put a lot of sweat into this too, and now he gets to relax, which is awesome. So before we go too much further, let me introduce you to Passage. She is a 39-foot ketch built in New York in 1975. She only draws 4.5 feet, which is excellent for these bayous and shallow areas, especially the Bahamas. She has a huge aft cabin, center cockpit, and she's also listed on the Blue Water Boats website as a well laid up, well made ketch. So more about her later. I'm sure we'll go over all her bits and pieces as time goes on. And as I grew older, and it was probably around 18 or so, I realized that I really could create my own universe. And it was just a matter of putting my mind to what I wanted to do, set some goals, and strive for it. And I've lived that way ever since. It's like so close and yet so far. You can't quite reach it from there. You gonna grab it? See that lump go down his throat. It's stuck at the back. You can do it. Oh, he's gonna. So after 25 years of dreaming, passage sailing is my dream. Thank you for coming along. Hayden's departure was definitely bittersweet. I knew I would miss him on board, but now it was time for me to go solo, and probably until November before Hayden would be back on board. Not sure what these things used to be. They're pretty wild looking. So I have 10 feet of water and about 3 feet right next to me, just off this channel, and all that rubbish underneath me. You can see it's not clear water at all. Anyway, I can't wait to get out of this little lake. had a nice day today. It was a little crazy with the thunderstorms, but I was really wondering if my mast was going to be hit by lightning. But luckily, didn't feel like my mast was tall enough or something. Anyway, I went under a big bridge and under some high tensile wires, all in the middle of this, and all of it seemed to be fine. Anyway, I have a beautiful sunset tonight, and dolphins have been all around the boat this evening, just hunting for fish and totally ignoring me. Birds have all gone to bed. Sun has set, just leaving a glow in the sky, and it's so peaceful here. It's beautiful.
So later that evening, the thunderclouds roll in, and I can see lightning flashing about, and then I feel the warmth of the moist air, and then all of a sudden the blast of cold air. The rain is just pounding down, and the boat's heeling over. We're probably getting 35 or 40 knots of wind, and all I can do is hope that my anchor holds. That's all I can do.
Swinging back and forth on the anchor. At least the anchor is holding tight.
After 2 crazy nights of this, I decided to shelter up the Carabel River in the little town of Carabel. It was such an awesome place, and I'm so glad I went.
The town had been ravaged by the last hurricane, but Sea Quarters Marina were so helpful in receiving mail for me, including my brand new solar panels, which I installed while I was there. I was very proud of myself. But I have to say, one of the highlights of Carabel is Fathom's Bar, which had the most awesome music there, especially on Thursday night. It was open mic night. Next time on Passage Sailing, we head across the Gulf of Mexico, my first ever solo overnight sail, and we end up back in the inland waterway, heading our way down towards Fort Myers. See you then.